Welcome to Funny Money. One of my sayings is that money makes people funny because of some of the weird or negative or emotions or motivations that money can cause. However, how can we make money more fun? So here we're actually going to be chatting about love, about vibes, about serving, about what you can offer and what you can create. Because I also want to intentionally raise the vibe with you guys with money before we directly get into moneymaker, building a boss brand, all of that. And again, you may find you consistently get to revisit this as you rise to different income levels. So, love, what activities with money do you love? So, games, for me, Monopoly is one of my favorite different things that resonates from childhood. Computer games, do you like to do different competitions or different things that actually generates more of a community? Scrapbooking is one of my favorite activities. I created a financial scrapbook with following my six pack of wealth activity and my billions in our brains activity. So that's something that you could do too if that's something that you love in correlation with what I'll teach in Moneymaker. Because when you execute from a financial aspect and from a work aspect, it's going to feel very different if you haven't yet elevated your financial and abundance vibe. And if you love scrapbooking, that's a way that you could bridge the feeling or the subconscious into the conscious and into the practical. Serving, do you love to give of your time? I love to volunteer locally with the Discovery Center, with children in Junior Achievements, BizTown, and the Finance Center. Giving, so what are different ways that you love to serve or give? And then again, you guys, just like with any of the other activities, feel free to pause, feel free to journal, feel free to put things on your calendar, stop and take action if you want to reach out to a particular organization, order something off Amazon, whatever it is, make this your activity on how it best serves you. Because my main focus is to get you guys to take action. So journal and take action as you're going through it, because it's going to be in your face, and then you're making progress right away, which is boosting your confidence and your serotonin levels and your excitement and your passion and your vibe, and it's a never-ending loop of goodness. How do you want to feel with money? When it passes in your hands, when you receive it, when you give it? For me, it's love. I want to feel love and bliss and happiness and service all the time. Do you feel like that now all the time? What situations differ from that? So in one of the other modules, you heard me talk about a client that I stepped away from because I recognized that it greatly differed and it was time to let go of that situation because it no longer served me and it no longer aligned, and our vibes did not align with that brand. So think about whether it's directly with a brand, whether it's with a person, whether it's how you react, how you serve. Is there any resentment in these situations? Whatever it is, dig through that. How do you want to serve? How do you want to help? What ways with your time? What ways with others? Ways with your own business? What currently differs from that? So if your passion and your purpose is to really own your own business, but you're still working in a full-time gig, well, then clearly that's going to differ. Then how can you migrate towards that? And we're going to talk about that. You're going to see that even more towards the end of this and into Smart Social, into Moneymaker, into Boss Brand. But how can you start to take action? So that'll go heavily into the accountability, the weekly, the monthly. How can you start creating momentum now? How can you start moving that needle forward now and raising your necessity to make it happen sooner and overcome those fears and those beliefs that are holding you back? What have you learned? What do people ask you? What could you offer, and what ways could you partner or leverage with other brands? So a new way that I'm exploring now is having different guest speakers and guest collaborators teaching a module or teaching a section on video in my academies and in my clubs. And that way we cross promote and cross collaborate. So that's something new that I'm creating now. I'm consistently, the same things I teach you guys, I'm consistently creating this in my own life. And I'm going to consistently be sharing with you guys new ways, new breakthroughs, new innovations all the time. What could you create? What new social posts? What new ebooks? What new blogs? What new intro offer? What new course? What new live event? What new tribe? What new academy? New. So get excited about the unknown. Get excited about the future because you're literally co-creating it. Creation is fun because it is. And again, you guys, just weird things come up because most of us haven't grown up with an entrepreneurial background or a creation background or seen others avidly pursue their dreams happily and successfully. And so it's reframing that mindset. It's shifting you. And here's my chart again where I created for this specific activity. What do you love? How do you want to feel? How do you want to serve? What value can you create? And then what are you going to create? So literally, you're going to start seeing the more you do this, the more ideas come to you all the time. You guys, I have a 5-year, a 10-year, a 15-year, a 20-year plan. So I'm literally just getting started. I already have another 9 guides that I'm currently working on and scaling. I've already got another 6 courses and then branching into another realm of money and business focused courses, then 3 academies on the pipeline, then building and adding, of course, consistently to the club, then going into our live centers, Fit Life Creation World, apps. I'm working on accelerators right now. I'm setting up an accelerator of my own. Then I'm applying to be in some. And this is a lot, again, of what you're going to learn in Boss Brand and Scale Smart. But I'm sharing this, you guys, the same way I have this energy, the same way I have this passion. You can learn. And the same way, yes, I've been exposed to over 7 industries and different things, but the different things that I'm going to teach you are the foundations and the fundamentals of what I've learned in health, money, and business, and I'm going to be consistently equipping you and empowering you. And so whether this is the only thing that you join with us, whether you decide to get into the monthly club, where we're going to release at least 14 to 30 days of new content every single month, whether you choose to get new guides, whether you choose to be in a press collab, whether you choose to be a coach or an ambassador or in an accelerator, whatever you decide, like, know that we're growing exponentially and in our collaborations with course creations and just every single thing. And my whole intention is to create an amazing tribe and community of creators and high vibers. So you can do it too. There are no limits to what you can do. Absolutely none. You are your own limitation. That's for any of us. We are our own biggest cheerleader or biggest limitation. And once you get that and you have 100% responsibility and that no one is stopping you but you, and that when you choose to create transformation and unleash inspiration, when you choose to do it every single day and every single moment, game over. You've already won. It's done. Everything that you want, it's done. 3 to 5 moves, just like I taught in the last module. That's all anything is. Even in one of Brendan Burchard's trainings, you guys, he showed how a guy went to the moon and created a whole platform, and they got to the moon in 5 moves. Yes, there's a lot of details, and yes, there's a lot of things in between that, but there are 5 major moves, and I argue and say that there's really 3. The ones that I showed you guys from an aspect of create it, get out there and promote it, and partner. I mean, it's really that simple. We overcomplicate the hell out of things. Why? I don't know. out of fear, out of insecurity, out of doubt, but simplify things and stay in a state of childlike wonder. So I hope that served you guys. Comment on what you got, and I'm super excited to see what you create out in the world.